I don't know if I said this yet. I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. This is the April Ipsy Glambag. So I'm going to go ahead and do a look with the brush, the eyeliner, and the lip gloss. Now, recently I got this Makeup Revolution Ultra eyeshadows. They're all matte shades. And in order for me to tell you what the shade names are, what I've done is I've taken the color sheet that goes over the colors and I just kind of stuck it on the top where the mirror is so that I know. And I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, just because I know that it hides some of the veins in my eyes, and it starts me off with a more neutral eyelid shade versus I've got like green up here and I've got purple down by my lash line. I've got some pink in my crease. So this just kind of helps to even out the coloring of my eyelid. Not that I need it because you figure I'm going to be putting eyeshadow over it, but... And to set that, I'm going to be using the scone brush that we got last month in the Ipsy bag. And I'm going to pick up the shade Pearl, which is like a neutral undertone. It's the shade right here. It's a neutral undertone, like cream color. And I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid. It also helps to set the eyeshadow primer. If you see me looking over here, it's because I have a mirror right here. I remember to bring that in finally. I know last time I did this, last month's video, I didn't bring an actual mirror with me. And now I'm going to get into my Jaclyn Hill palette before I start on my eyes, because I know this takes a while to dry. This is the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in Sucker for Gray. Now, on me at least, I know that this lip stick takes a little bit to dry. This is Patina from Stila. I got this in an Ipsy Glambag last year. So I know from my personal experience that it takes forever to dry on me. Or at least dry down completely. Right. Now while that dries, I can do my lips, because I don't want to put this on and then have to wait for it to dry then to use this. So I figured I would do this first. So because I'm going to be trying that purple, that cloud, and it's, like I said, it's like a rosy gold pink color. The only real like rose shades in here are the shimmers up here in the top row, which is Faint, Sissy, and Little Lady. I mean, and maybe this one down here, which according to this it's considered Obsessed, but it looks more like a champagne color. Now I do know that this is supposed to be a purple. This is like a reddish hue, so we'll see what I come up with like shade wise. And since I've already got the neutral shadow base down, let me look in here and see if there's any purple shades. Now there's some pinky shades in here, like it looks like Shell and Warm, Matte, and Rosewood look like they're matte shades as well. You know what, let me take Rosewood out of here and put that in my crease. And I'm going to use the brush that I got. Holy bunch of fallout, man. Oof, I got powder everywhere. Now my natural crease is down here. I always go up above it because I have hooded lids. Yeah, that's definitely a rose shade. This brush is like super soft. Just trying to make sure they match or as close as possible. I think that Soda Pop is going to be a little too dark. I think what I'm going to do is grab Soda Pop, which is this really deep purple here, and mix it with the shade up here, which is Silk Cream. So I can like deepen up the crease a little bit. But I don't want it to like turn out like black. I'm just going to go back over that a little bit with that first shade to try and lighten that up. I want the purple hue, I just don't want so much darkness there because this is a pretty light color. This side's a lot darker. I'm like barely tapping into the color. I'm gonna go back to a pink hue. I think this shade right here has the most gold in it out of these three shades, so I'm gonna go in with Sissy, and I'm gonna put that basically all over my lid. And this is a dry brush, this is not wet. And I'm just gonna flip the brush over, and I'm gonna grab this first shade right here, which is Little Lady, and pop that in my inner corner. And under my brow bone. I'll do my brows here in just a second. Now I'm going to grab my little Luxie pencil brush. This is the 2-in-7 brush. I'm going to go back in here and grab Rosewood and run that under my lash line. And try not to stab myself in the eye with it. I have a bad habit of doing that. You basically trying to use the brush and you end up putting the brush in your eye. I've already stabbed this eye. I just kind of want that rosy hue under my eye. of course, to go with the nice black circles under my eyes. And now I'm going to take another Lexi brush. This is my flat definer brush. I'm going to go into that dark purple. And I'm actually going to use that to line under my lash line. So I'm going to go right up under my lashes with it. And then I'm going to do this to bring it up to the other one on the top. You know what, I think I'm going to do brows first and then the eyeliner. This is from J.Cat. This is the Duo Perfect Brow Pencil. My eyebrows are a little sparse right in here. And the funny thing is, this eyebrow pencil is a little bit red. I have a color pop. Now comes the fun part. Now I take my Gimme Brow, my little sample, and I like brush the hairs like weird directions to get them coated with the color. And this came out before they like recalled the Gimme Brows, but I don't use this as mascara because, I mean, it's clearly marked brow for a reason. I mean, you would think common sense. If it says brow, you use it on your eyebrows, not your eyelashes. And anything that I mess up, like if I get color above my eyebrow, I'll brush it down like this and then run my finger over it to make sure. That's before it dries. And between the three products, it seems to work out. And then I set my brows with the Cella Clear Eyebrow Gel. And I brush them up. And then I just take the tip and just kind of slightly just go right over the edge. Just smooth anything out. Okay, so there's eyebrows done. Now for the, this stuff, the steel. I knew I was forgetting something. I think what I'm going to do, I brought a little synthetic brush in here with me, is I'm going to take it with my little synthetic brush and I'm just going to grab some of the product onto the brush and do like a spotlight. Wow, that is cold. Bully, get down. If you could see what my snake was doing, you'd probably laugh. He is all the way up the side of the cage, and he's trying to get out the screen at the top. Yeah, there's definitely like way too much product on this side versus this side. So what I'm going to do is grab the product off the lip right here and try and fix my mistake. I don't know if there's any saving this. I guess I'll go back into that rose gold color that I was using up here. Here I'm just blending back and forth. I went back to that initial color in the palette that I have a very hard time opening, and I'm just using that same first shade to blend out the Stila eyeshadow, just to make sure that there are no harsh lines. I don't know what happened to my sound here, but seems like the microphone stopped working. And the color I'm using is called Rosewood, and it is a very powdery palette, but the color is really nice. It lays on nice, it blends out easily. It's got pretty good pigment for a $9 palette. And now I've got dust all over everything. And I'm using my Luxie foundation brush to sweep away any fallout that has gotten on my face from the shadows. And you get a lovely view of the side and top of my head here. I'm using the Stila Starstruck eyeliner, and it worked really nicely to leave a nice fine line in the front, but when I went to wing it out, I got a little carried away with the one side versus the other, and I always do that. One side is always a little uneven, and again, the sound cut off on me here. But I really like how black it is. It does dry really quickly, and I like the brush on this one a lot better than I do on the Fierce Flicks. Only thing is the one eye is a little bit thicker towards the outer corner than the other, and because I have hooded eyelids, it's very hard for me to do an actual winged eyeliner. Now, I put the patina lip gloss or liquid lipstick on first so that it would dry down, and I'm going to be using the lip gloss over it so that I can show people the color of it. And here I am applying the Stila mascara that I got as a free gift. Sorry about that, an alarm went off and it stopped recording. I've got bottom lashes mascaraed to my top lashes. Another good reason not to be wearing makeup is you get mascara on your face and glitter on your forehead. Okay. So now the last step is the lip gloss. Oh, this is still kind of tacky. Crap. Alright, I'm going to pause on the lip gloss for this second. I'm going to, I got these not too long ago. These are the Ardell lashes, and I did try them on the other day, not on camera because it took me half an hour to get them put on. So I will try and put these on, and then I will be back. Hopefully half an hour will be long enough for the lipstick to finish drying, because I mean, you figure it's been long enough for me to like do both eyes and screw up my wings and put mascara on and turn off an alarm, but it's still not dry. So I will be back in just a minute, hopefully with lashes on. Hey guys, so I am back with lashes. It didn't take me quite as long as knocking stuff over again I had anticipated. I guess doing it yesterday or the day before, maybe it was 2 days ago that I did this, that I kind of figured out a trick that works for me, since this 2 days ago was the first time ever in my life that I had ever tried to put false lashes on. So it was a whole new experience for me. So if you want, I will do a video on how I put my lashes on, since it only took me like 3 minutes to do it, and yes, 2 days ago it took me 30. So I will probably record a video on how I do this, because I must have watched 25 or 30 different videos on how to do it. I went to one of the lash websites that I follow on Instagram. I watched their tutorials on how to do it, and I could not for the life of me follow anybody's instructions. So with trial and error, I kind of figured out a way that worked for me, and it was different than what everybody else had done, so that was a plus. Plus, as soon as I stopped recording to put my lashes on, my device was on like 11% battery, so I charged for a little bit while I did that. I also added some contour, some blush, and a little bit of highlight, and got as much of the glitter off my face as possible. And I ended up using the Dirty Little Secrets blush. This is in Kitty Pink. It is still a very light blush, but it's also an orangey shade, which I stay away from, like peach shade anything. I highlighted with the Mura Butter highlighter in the shade of Pearl, which is the Physicians Formula. I used the Hoola bronzer, and this was a little sample size that I have, that I got. And then in my waterline, I went ahead and put this, this is by Pixie. It is Opal Overcoat, and I also sneezed twice as I was trying to put the lashes on, and now my eye is watering and my nose has been running, so it's probably a good thing that I didn't put foundation on. Now, I did put a little bit of the Makeup Revolution concealer on under here, so I wasn't so purple. This is in C2. Thankfully, it's light enough for like my natural skin color, but when I put foundation on, foundations never match me. So anyways, that's what's going on. And the lash adhesive that I use, it's a strip lash adhesive. It's formaldehyde and latex free, and it has aloe in it. I am highly allergic to latex and formaldehyde, so this is what I am using for lash glue. This is the kissusa.com. It says Kiss products. So this is what I use to put my lashes on, because even the Ardell lash glue has formaldehyde and latex in it. Duo adhesive has latex in it, so I have to be very careful with things like that. So, oh, and I went back over the lash band, even though this is a very thin lash band. Anywhere where I could see like glue, especially like in the very center of this eye, I went ahead over it, went back over it with the liner. So now that this is dry, it's not transferring anymore. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the center and see what this does. Let me actually load the dough foot. I also don't want to get the other color on this. That's what I'm afraid of. The Stila liquid lipstick, it feels really tightening on my lips and drying. This definitely made it feel more moisturizing. The only thing that I worry about is with the Stila lipstick, I noticed that if I put like lip balm over it or under it, that it doesn't dry down matte anymore, that it slides around and moves. So what I just did by adding that and then pressing my lips together, I kind of like reactivated the lipstick. Before, you could see the beautiful gold flecks on my lips, Let me see if I do this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, this is a very pretty shade. Let me actually get some on the doe foot. It's a very, very pretty shade. But what I think it did was it ended up turning my already solid Stila lip gloss or lipstick into more like a full-on lip gloss, because I don't feel the tightening that I used to feel with the Stila lipstick, and now it looks like I'm just wearing a lip gloss. And if you look, I'm just like basically moving the color around my lips. Thankfully, none on my teeth. I mean, this is a beautiful shade. What I'll probably do is I won't wear it over something like this. It's supposed to dry down matte, unless I just put it in the center. Even though women that put things like this that are either shiny or a lighter color in the center are trying to accentuate their bottom lip, and I don't want to do that because my bottom lip is big enough. So there's only one last thing to do, and that is the stamp side. Now, I've seen people just put like one star on the side, so let's try one there and one there, and that one didn't fill in all the way. And I'll do one here. I'll pretend I'm Kat Von D, except for her makeup is a hell of a lot better than mine. And I'm going to take the little mirror that's inside here and try and fill in those little stars. I'm kind of afraid to color outside the lines. And you know what? What the hell? I'll do one more to make it an even 6. I think what my problem was is I wasn't pressing down hard enough. Well, I probably should have gone down a little bit more. Yeah, screw it. We'll do 7. There. Now, if I could do this on the other side and make it look symmetrical, I think that would be awesome. Okay. Having a situation with the lips. It is coming off on my teeth. I can feel it moving. It's like spider webbing in between my top and bottom lip. Let's see if that helps any. All right, that I think helped. That and getting all the extra off the center. But I kept seeing this like string go back and forth between my top and my bottom lip. And that's not cool. Nobody wants a lip gloss or even lipstick that gets on their teeth or transfers from one lip to the other when they're talking, because then people are only going to be focused on what the heck is going on in between your lips instead of what's coming out of them. So anyways, all in all, I really enjoy the products that I got. The liner, again, I already had the Fierce Flicks, which this is basically the same thing. The only difference is it's got the little stamp on the other side and it's limited edition. Now, if they had put like a heart on one side and a star on the other, I'd have been happy with that, because like I said, I've already got the Fierce Flicks. The lip gloss is either going to be one of those things that I wear over a regular lipstick or just wear it plain as just plain. And I think that was basically, oh, and the brush. The brush was really nice. It is very soft. It is as soft as my Lexi brushes. I even have a Wet n Wild brush here that it's very similar to. Only difference is, you know, one's a longer brush than the other. I think it's right up there with my Wet n Wild blending brush and my my Lexi blending brushes. And I totally forgot, I have my BH Cosmetics blending brushes as well. Now this is the bigger of the three. I have two more, and then I have the highlighter. This is the brush that I use to highlight. Maybe I can go over that and get some highlight on there. Anyways, so this is a wanted, a needed addition to my shadow brush collection, because I really don't have, I have two crease brushes and 3 blending brushes total, so this makes 4 blending brushes, or this makes my 4th blending brush. And all the other ones I ended up, except for the Luxie brush, I had to get myself, or well, actually one set of them was gifted to me. So anyways, that is all for this video. I will be condensing this and like speeding up parts of it, especially where I like fight with the eyeshadow or I screw up the eyeliner and the mascara. So that will be definitely condensed down. And if you've made it this far, then congratulations. You must be seriously a diehard fan. I know these lashes are kind of extreme. I do have a smaller, more natural looking pair. It's the 110. This is the 105, and it's a dual pack. And I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully you have a great day or night wherever you are. If you like this setup, let me know. I will try filming in this area more. I am limited to about 4 feet of space total. So if this setup with the white background is better than the standard bathroom setup, then I will figure out another way to make this work where I am not so cramped in. And if you would like to see a room tour, I will do that, since I just rearranged my bedroom and I've got things in different locations. So I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great one. Bye.